What you doing?
Putting on our latest stickers.
But that's not New England.
You are correct, Carrie. This is Delaware Water Gap
Definitely
in
not
Pennsylvania. And
a pocket full of
it does not look like we are in New England anymore.
No.
Stick around, we're going to show you around the Delaware Water Gap KOA, Mount Pocono as well. So it's the Delaware Water Gap, Mount Pocono KOA.
Well, if you're listening to the GPS, Mount Pocono Mo.
Or exactly. So stick around with us. We're going to show you around just one of the site loops. I'm going to show you what makes this one here. This is probably one of the first KOAs in quite a while that we actually wanted to stay longer at. So stick with us.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
Hello everyone, I am Bob.
I'm Carrie.
And this is 25 Plus Life, and today, yes, we are coming to you from Delaware Water Gap, Pocono Mountain KOA. And it's funny, we started this season that we were going to stay in New England, and we were only going to do New England sites. And then we decided that, well, allergies, pollen, stuff like that, we're going to trade that in for the immense heat that comes with being apparently in Pennsylvania in the summer. So we came down here specifically to hike Mount Mincy, which is a section hike of the Appalachian Trail that we wanted to accomplish, which we did. High fives for that. And in booking, we booked ourselves here at the KOA. So we wanted to walk you around because this is one of those places that for us, it's probably one of the biggest ones that we've been through. And it's probably one of the most unique in the fact that, well, there's a couple of different reasons. One, you have an immense amount of cabins, and on top of that, bigger sites for Class A's, fifth wheels, pull-through sites, all the usual stuff. But wow, they have probably one of the most staffed parks that we've ever been at. For a KOA, the staffing size here is ridiculous, and I mean that in a good way. They are very attentive, and probably right from the beginning, when we first stopped at the check-in, the gentleman right at the front was probably one of the greatest hosts we've ever run across, who immediately ended our debate that we usually have, which is
Who goes in to register?
and who goes in to register, and who spends their time sitting with the rig. And being antisocial, this is always a coin toss for us. Well, he immediately put Carrie in charge of checking in, told me to stay with my rig, and we were good to go. And do something we normally don't do, and if we had been here longer, we probably would have utilized this pool. This pool on the other side of the cabin, this is cabin number 2. This pool was hopping all weekend. This is really cool. This is one of the amenities that they offer here. And it's a decent sized pool, very clean, and yeah, out of some of the pools that we've been through, including Fort Wilderness, this is by far the cleanest pool we've seen in a KOA. So, hey, big thumbs up to you guys for that. But just as you're saying, you know, hey Bob, hey Carrie, this is just a KOA. Well, what are you guys so excited about? Well, besides the above average customer service that we experienced, and just the peace and quiet that was here, there's something that's incredibly unique here that we've never seen on the road before. And we're going to take you a walk over here. We're going to show you a little teaser. But here, and this is not it, but this is just something we're pointing out, but this here is a little mini golf section that they have. If you're into mini golf, it's pretty cool. And a little dog walk area up there. But where we're heading, and trying not to run through here, but
Well, you are.
as you can tell, I'm probably sweating profusely. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
would you say? On a Sunday, 9:30?
9:30.
9:30, oof. And it's already from the packing up the rig and everything hitched up to the truck. I'm already overheated. And I've in fact had to change my shirt already. So
I have half the legs you do.
I try not to run through these videos, but my shorter counterpart has a hard time keeping up. So while we walk over here to show you this unique area, if you're new to the channel, what Carrie and I do is after being married for 28 years, our kids have left us. They've said, to hell with you, Mom and Dad. We're out, we're doing our own thing. Carrie and I like to travel the country. We like to see unique spots. And we're, as new empty nesters now, we're getting back our hiking legs. And we started with our first section hike in over probably about 3 years. Of the AT, being immensely out of shape. I was able to get there, conquer that.
Understatement.
My allergies are still making my voice crack. But if you're in the area, it's definitely a hike that we recommend because it was nice to get out there. It was nice to see some thru hikers and nice to hear their stories. If you want to know more about Mount Minzy, I'll link that video to this video because that will be the video that comes out before this one. But over here, and I'm going to try not to invade on people's spaces. This is something I've never seen. Now this is reminiscent of Route 66 and the old school teepee hotels. And this is insane. So have you come on over here, because we're going to walk up this way. So you have 3 of these teepees just out in the middle of nowhere. And when you think you couldn't get any better than that, up to the side of the teepee is one lonely, what do they call those, stagecoaches?
Yep.
And like an old-timey, old western stagecoach. And these are available for rent. They're like a cabin, or in the case of a teepee, would be almost like a yurt.
Yeah.
I would think, yeah. But this here, and we'll link all the information to this KOA below. But right over here, as we try not to invade on people's spaces, but that's a stagecoach right there. That's pretty darn cool, if you ask me. You also have some basketball courts. These here look like they're adjustable. These are set for some youngsters. And all in all, just a really nice KOA. Now, we're going to take you up to where we are. Some of these sites over here, across from us, is 50, which is a back-in site. It was rather small, mostly for tent campers. And then you have some pull-through sites on the right here. These sites are pretty decent. The loop that we walked you through at the beginning is fairly busy, and it seemed to be a little bit tighter. Now, this channel is sponsored by, oh wait, we don't have sponsors, so we can actually give you the lowdown. We're just regular people who camp. We don't mention our YouTube channel when we check in. We are KOA members, so we do get was part of the VIP program.
Yep.
Or something like that, because we stay pretty much exclusively at KOAs when we travel. We've tried a few places here and there, but we mostly come back to KOAs because we find something on the app and we're like, hey, we can check in on the app. And again, being antisocial, that app is an amazing resource. But we were actually fortunate. They book us where they book us, right? And with the exception of the one in Vermont, we've actually had always a great time, great experience.
Well, there is the friendly gentleman that told me I can go check in on my own.
Yeah, these grounds crew, there's probably about 4 or 5 carts out right now. These guys are hustling, and they're moving the KOA store up there. So basically what we do is just walk a loop. We're going to take you back to our campsite.
I'm coming.
Carrie can keep up and I can stop sweating. I'm going to have to rehydrate. It's 125 and it was great. Ease of backing in was fantastic, especially with the micro mini. It was, you know, perfect in and out. No neighbors right on top of you. There was no parties by our sewer hose.
No.
That was pretty cool. Now, while we're walking over to 125, for August, what we have planned is, well, we actually have a couple of good things in August that we're planning. August, we will be in New Brunswick, Canada. It's looking like we're going to be crossing the border with our micro mini and staying at a small campground there, providing our reservations are confirmed. And then we'll also be coming back over the border into New England, and we'll be at the Washington County Fair. I think that's mid to late August.
Yeah, 20th?
So
That's Saturday.
I'm actually pretty pumped. That fair has been going on for years and years and years. I remember going as a kid. Carrie, you've gone as a kid.
A kid, teenager.
So, and we've actually taken our kids there. And now we're going to go on a little date for ourselves and maybe check out a KOA. We're not quite sure what we're going to do down there. We might just make it a day trip, kind of back and forth. This season of 2022 has been going incredibly fast, and we're trying to slow it down as best we can. This whole season was going to be us slowing it down, but we've had a tremendous amount of changes in our lives over the past few weeks, and it's kind of forcing some things to happen. So, which is good, because change ultimately is good. If you stay the same, there's no adventure, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And as our trail friend said, you just basically embrace the suck.
I really
So-
want to know who they were, and I never asked.
Nope,
I
we
was
never
just
did
so
ask.
excited that they,
Yeah,
they
if you
were
have
just
to be
really
the-
friendly and
Couple that we met on the Appalachian Trail, leave us a comment below, and we hope you finished your trail and your hike successfully. So you can see on these sides here, these are some of the pull-through sites. This one here being 93, a little cramped, but it's typical for what we see in KOA, Southern KOA fashion, where it's a little cramped on the pull-through sites. But yeah. So as far as entertainment around the area, this is a heavily outdoor focused area where there is tons of hiking, canoeing, kayaking, fishing. If you are into all that stuff, this area is phenomenal. Carrie and I unfortunately are only here for a couple of days, and I wish I had known this area was going to be that well or that nice, because I would have booked an entire week. There's just so much to explore. We were over at Mount Airy Casino last night. We lost 20 bucks. It's tough, but you know, that happens.
we had a fun 15 minutes.
No, we were there actually.
It was
I was
a
there.
little-
We were there for just about an hour
Yeah.
for 20 bucks. You know, big spenders that we are now. That was actually a good time. It was fun and no issues there. So we're going to take you over to our site here and just give you what you're looking at here. And again, this really exceeded our expectations. But this is back at site 125. You have your standard hookup here with your, this one here is 30, 50, and 110. Now, thing to note, and this one also has sewer hookup to my right. Now, a couple of things to note here. We did have one issue, which was the power kept tripping at the pedestal, and we talked to the people at the store on our way out yesterday on the way to the casino. We said, hey, it's not a big deal, it seems to be okay, but it's cut out a couple of times. They came up here and they fixed it. When we came back, everything was up and running. So we had AC, which was great. Okay, so that's going to bring us to the important stuff, Wi-Fi. And can you work here remotely, and what would it take? So here's what's interesting. So we have Xfinity for our cell phones, and we can run hotspots off our iPhones through Xfinity. I couldn't get anything to load through Xfinity, which was pretty rough. I could check basics, you know, maybe I couldn't post anything to Instagram.
No.
Emails would take forever to load, so there was that. The T-Mobile, the MiFi. So T-Mobile was getting us about 1 to 2 bars of 5G,
Yeah.
which was good. It was okay enough to stream very low quality Netflix. We did catch a couple of Bill Burr specials, so that was good. But it really wasn't up to task to get anything done.
No.
And then I had an epiphany. Last night as we were cooking burgers, I said, let's try the Campground Wi-Fi, which normally we would check, but ever since we picked up all these hotspots, we're like, hey, we don't even bother. The Wi-Fi here was insane.
Swing the camera
So,
over
the
here for a second.
Wi-Fi.
We're being watched.
Wi-Fi. There's a dog watching us. He's a famous dog on
so
YouTube now.
cute.
And that is another thing. This is a pet-friendly KOA. So
Adorable.
the Wi-Fi for the KOA here was blazing fast.
Yeah.
We were streaming HD. We watched a couple of movies last night. It was great. Definitely get onto the work VPN. Everything was fantastic. Just want to make sure we pop that in there. So on to the next part. And yeah, so that was fantastic. But the site itself is pretty spacious. You have your picnic table, fire ring, and then here you got this little creek, and it's right now it's a little low, but yeah, you have a little slice of nature. But wow, everything's all re-graveled. There's really, in fact, the gravel here was so fresh they were watering it down. So yeah, if you are staying inside 125, right across here is the bathhouses. And as we've ended the last few videos, this seems to be an ongoing theme for us, for sites that don't have a sewer hookup. We want to take you over here because we thought this was pretty cool. It's probably one of the better ones that we've seen as far as being out of the way. It's a nice little dump station. But these are the restrooms, and they have a little sink area. We're not going to go in there because this place is incredibly busy. So normally I would show you the restrooms, but at that point we'll just let those people take their showers. But this is what you have: a little dump station, a water hookup, and some sanitizer, and you know, basically everything to do your business. So yeah, that was it. That was a big review. This place is a rather large, I mean, this goes down here more and down there more.
And up there more.
And up there, but just judging by the amount of sweat that's on me now, I think I'm gonna stop that there before it gets any hotter. So you kind of get the general idea. But we wanted to make this video because when we were researching this, we looked at the YouTube, see what there was out there for review videos, and there really wasn't a whole lot. So, and this is one of those that I'm going to put easily on our top 5 for the past couple of years, because I'd be back here in a heartbeat. And there's only a couple of places that we've set.
Moose River.
Moose River being a private campground that we said we'd be back in a heartbeat. And the KOA in Clearwater, Florida,
Definitely.
was another one that we'd be back. So the folks here at the KOA in Delaware Water Gap, Pocono Mountain,
Pocono Mountain.
that's a big thumbs up from us, because we really aren't that nice when it comes to this stuff. So yeah, that's it. So I'm assuming you join me coming back here.
Yeah,
So I guess that's basically it.
that's
If you
it.
see anything in the video that you like, give us a thumbs up. So we've reached that 1,000 mark.
Getting there.
And yeah, this close away. Maybe by the time this video comes out, we've reached that, but we couldn't do this without you guys. And we appreciate the love, the support. It's amazing. That's it. I'm going to stop sweating. We'll catch you next Sunday. We did it.
When you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still